Okay, good evening, and we will be going live. You see I have some new gear behind me, and I'm going to be showing you how we're going to use that new gear in a test drive tomorrow. And that'll be coming up here, and we are 1 minute into a 4-minute video, so that'll be coming up in, count it, 3 minutes, so we'll see you then. Well, good evening. We are back once again, and PJNET is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. I just want to thank you all for, one, your patience. Number two, your financial generosity. We went out last week kind of half-cocked and learned a lot, and we found that we're going to need to do things a little bit differently, but we're getting that all ironed out. We're going out for another test drive tomorrow with Mark Winchester. Now, behind me you see some new stuff I just got in from Wally World and other fine places. So let me show you what we have here. All right, well, I went to Harbor Freight and got some toolboxes, okay? And these are really cool. And this particular toolbox carries the cameras. So let's just go through how we can set up. So if you're going to shoot a video, at the very, very least, you're going to need, well, a camera, right? Wouldn't that make sense? Folks, this is actually just a webcam, not a webcam, a camcorder. It is actually almost the top of the line. There's only one higher than this in the consumer grade stuff, and the one higher than that does definitions that actually are too good for us. we're streaming on YouTube, and we're trying to keep the bandwidth down. But this is a what you could literally buy it at Best Buy. Okay, we were able to obtain this one at a very reasonable price. It is used, but as you can see, it's in very good condition. So you've got to have a camera. And we went over some of the tripod mounting solutions, but let me show you something. Went digging through my garage, and there's only one person here that will remember those days. Oh, by the way, one of the big stumbling blocks in some of my testing was, get these headphones. Now, those of you that know me know that I would never purchase anything pink, but this is skull candy. These are headphones only. Everything else we've been using is a combination headphone and microphone, and it turns out that is a very, very, very bad idea. Okay, this does not have a microphone, and you would be surprised at how things start working when you plug the right equipment in. Okay, and I've got this hooked up to my soundboard. It's really neat. Got the little, gosh, there's so many gadgets that we got, and it takes 1 million of these gadgets. Let me show you something. As you know, headphones have this little 1/8 inch, the familiar 1/8 inch, headphone jack. But a sound system has a plug that's larger. That's not going to work, folks. So this is actually an adapter where I can plug this into that. And now I can plug that into my soundboard, and shazam, I can hear. Okay. Yay. Okay, all right, let's talk for a moment about microphones, because the big problem with any camcorder, webcam, you name it, camera, the microphone, well, sucks out loud. And I showed you some options yesterday, but I went through my garage today, and Barbara will remember this. Now, back here, I have a tackle box. Yeah, just like Fishers get. And this is a really cool tackle box. Let me show you some of its features. This is just outrageous. Let me put my toolbox back together for a moment. For those of you out in audio video land, all right, I'll move this down to the floor so you can better see the tackle box. This is a man's tackle box. I'm here to tell you, this is no toy. All right, look at this. It's got this little thing here, and in there you can store all your stuff. And I've got all kinds of adapters. It's got a positive lock latch on the front, and I've got adapters to change it from this to that. I've got it. That one's male. Okay, I've got male there to a 1/4 inch. Got a couple of those. Yes, sir, Bob. And I've even got it the other way, where we can go female, female. Man, we got it. We got stuff, folks. We have got the stuff. So you can just put that all in there. Keeps it nice and organized like that. And when you're done with it, you can put it right in there and it snaps shut like that. Now, what's really cool is it's got more of these little gadgets up here. Let me see if I can figure out how to do it. Oh, man, look at this. Ho, 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 ho. More there, yes indeed, and there, and there. How about that? Is that sharp? Now, over here we have yet another of those little storage bins, and it's even got them on top. Look at this, whoa. Remember this? This is our clip lapel lavalier microphone. Okay, got that, got that. We've actually got 2 of them. We'll be using that tomorrow, both of them. Now, over on this side, this I found in the garage. Yes, indeed, back from the old days. An XLR microphone. XLR, folks. That's got the 3 little Canon plug connectors. Now, you will recall. Now, I'll just got my bubble wrap right here. So I remember last night, we showed you this very nice condenser microphone. Okay, so I've got my bubble wrap right there to protect it, keep it safe. But let's look and see what we're going to do here. So I'm done with the tackle box for the moment. Now, we got to take this mic and we got to hook it up to something. So let's get ready to be amazed. This we looked at last night. This is the transmitter unit that takes any XLR microphone and makes it a wireless microphone. You'll see in a moment exactly how that works. Okay? And here's the goodies inside. Now what's cool, it comes with a belt clip. So if you wanted to use a lavalier mic, there's a way to do that. Okay? But this is the heart of the system right there. And we'll put this back because everything's got a nice place. I've been sorting out how to pack all this stuff to where it doesn't rattle and wet shake and bubble wrap and all that kind of stuff. So it's real simple, folks. You take this microphone and this transmitter and you simply plug this in like that. And then there's a little screw thing at the bottom. See, otherwise it would fall right back out, right? No. You screw this thing on. And when you do that, it tightens up. And folks, it's going nowhere. Okay? Now we have a microphone that you can hold in your hand. Use like, okay? Alright, it's even got a little headphone jack in the side of it so I can actually test it. So you slide this little, there's a little door on the front of it. And you slide it down and you turn it on like that. Okay, and in a moment it'll come on. Alright, so now we got our talent or subject now has a microphone. So now I got to get that wireless signal transmitted back to the receiver. Here we have the receiver half of the solution. And we'll take it out. Very straightforward. Got a belt clip if you want to use it in that fashion, which would make an interesting. We're not going to be using it that way, but you could. Alright, so let's put Humpty Dumpty all together here. Alright, now you got your camera, and this picks up whatever that microphone hears, okay? But what we need to do is we need to adapt the thingamajiggy to the camera. Folks, this is in the photo world what they call a shoe. And what happens is we put this right here, like that. And it's locked in place. Now, we can take this and slide it on. See here? Like that. Tighten up the little gizmo. Okay. Now you get a picture. So you put that on a tripod. This is the receiver. And now let's turn this puppy on. We turned on the camera, as you recall, or the transmitter unit. And you just slide this down. No, you don't slide that down. You simply press the power button. And it turns on. And it goes out and looks for an active microphone. And it found it. How do I know it found it? Well, I'll tell you. Watch. And if I do this, you may can see that, you may can't. But nonetheless, now what is being transmitted out this is being received by that receiver. The problem is the receiver now has to get to the camera. Well, we've got a nice little, oh, by the way, this is way cool. These toolboxes, I just got that shoe out of here. But these little things, you can take them out if you want to. Yes, sir, indeed, you sure can. You can take these out like that. And in here is the little ding-a-ling-a-lingy cord. Put that back in there like that. Okay, so now all that one must do is, and this has got a positive screw. Okay, see that little gold ring up at the top right there? When you plug this puppy in to this, you tighten that up, and it can't go anywhere. Okay. And then you take the wire and you plug it into the camera where it says microphone, and shazam. And if you turn the camera on, we are now ready to go and record. And of course, this will be mounted on a tripod like we saw yesterday. I now have 4 tripods depending on the use, and it's telling me, and I can see if I talk into this, hello, 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 I can actually tell that we're modulating in the camera. Isn't that sweet? What a nice rig. Okay, so how do I power all this down? We just turn this off. Off it goes. Unplug it. Remove the wires that we hooked up. Got the wire out. Now we can take it off of the hot shoe like that. And then we can release the shoe from the camera like that. And then we can turn the camera itself off. Okay, off it goes. And then we can put all that back in the tackle boxes in the toolbox. There's actually a lot more, but that's all we got. So I am so excited. We are going to do a test drive tomorrow afternoon. It'll rain, no doubt. Some of it will be shot indoors, and we're going to be using this camera as a webcam. We'll also be using the camcorder as a second camera, so both cameras will be running at the same time. We will be using our dual lavalier mics. We will also be using the Blue Yeti in its interview mode, where it's cardioid in the direction in front of and directional in behind, so we can put the microphone in between. What's really cool, folks, is we've actually got another toolbox. It is right here. You go down to Harbor Freight, these boxes come 4 on 4, but I've actually got all of my wires, and this one's very heavy, okay, but we've got all my wires, my tools, connectors, adapters. Folks, this is a virtual Swiss Army knife of toolboxes, of tools and adapters and such. And this thing's PVC. It's your typical. It is about commensurate of the quality of the stuff you find at Harbor Freight. But again, it's got the little thingy that slides out, and it's got my little more adapters and such as that. So that's really, really cool. And it's got another one on this side, and so we're good to go, folks. We are good to go, and we're going to go fishing tomorrow. We're going to go got some new gear, and so we'll be using an iPhone, we'll be using a laptop, we'll be using a camcorder, we'll be using dual lavaliers, we'll be using the Blue Yeti in the interview mode, we'll be using the wireless handheld, which I forgot to turn off. This thing runs on 2A batteries, by the way, and I'll just turn that off. Off it goes. Okay, and then you simply loosen the little screw like that until it reaches the bottom, and then you can separate the two, and I will put that all back in their respective boxes when we have concluded this portion of our program. Sound good? Okay. Well, folks, we will have some more stuff on full repeal and the events of the day. We will have some patriotic music, and I hope we'll have some guests a little bit later on, because I am truly excited about what all is going on, and I want you to be excited as well. Been kind of re-engineering my soundboard here. Won't show you that right now, but we've got some new gadgets for that, because I think we're going to have to take the soundboard eventually into the field to mix some of the source material that we get. Maybe not. Oh, that coffee sure is good. It's been a long day. Hey, appreciate y'all coming by. Appreciate you bearing with me as I show off all the new toys. And we're going to get back to some good old videos, music, and good stuff as we continue PJNet Live right here.